Let's talk about something that's affecting millions of Americans in the United States. And you're probably not even aware it's affecting you directly. It's called stress. Not just any kind of stress, but the stress I'm talking about is just trying to live a healthy lifestyle and you haven't quite figured it out yet because we're in a broken healthcare system.
In the United States, we're told to eat better, sleep more, and work out regularly. And yes, all of that matters.
Let's be real. You could do everything right, or at least attempt to do everything right. You could drink lots of water, you could work out, you could even meditate, you could pray. But if you're constantly worrying about something that's in the back of your mind, like paying a bill, whether it's going to get paid or not, if you're in a bad relationship, if you're stressed out from work, that's called chronic stress. And that chronic stress is not just in your mind, it's also in your body. And when it affects your body, it's going to cause things like high cortisol levels, high blood pressure, weight gain. You can't sleep properly. I see this every single day in my clinic, every single day, and I don't want it to happen to you. So let's talk about it.
When a storm comes, buffalo run toward it. They face it head on. But cows, they run away from the storm. They end up stuck in it longer. That's what stress is like. You can avoid it, you can run from it, you can push it aside, but it doesn't go away. It lingers. But if you confront it, if you face your storm, you move through it quicker. That's where growth happens. That's where healing begins.
So, how do you start? You start by running towards a storm, just like the buffalo. You start by simply coming up with a plan and owning your reality. Owning the reality of where you are. You take inventory from where you are and you set a goal from where you want to be. So, whether it's finances, you need to set out a plan, you need to set up a budget. Whether it's your health, you need to go visit a doctor like myself so you can actually come up with a plan to get you from point A to point B. But simply just sitting down and taking inventory and owning your reality is the best thing you can do to step forward with this right here. Health is not separate from stress. It's all connected.
John Hope Bryant says something powerful. People with lower credit scores tend to have shorter life expectancies. Why? Because of mental and physical stress.
So what's the solution? Right? You might not be able to change a stressful situation immediately. Sometimes you can, but sometimes you can't. So what do you need to do? You need to start by owning your reality. You need to start by how you respond. How you respond to everything is going to be the biggest difference on how you get out of the situation. So if it's your health wise, how do you respond to that? You waking up, you're in pain every day? Well, you got to look at it with a positive outlook. You got to have a positive mindset. You got to think, I'm not going to be in this situation very long. This is going to be temporary. This too shall pass. Run through the storm.